On a quiet meadow beneath an old tree, two turtle doves lived together. One of them was quiet and reserved, always the first to leave in the morning to find seeds, always the last to return when the sun set. Every day, it rebuilt the nest, brought food, and stayed close in storms without a word. The other dove, more expressive and playful, often dreamed of distant places and longed for grand gestures of affection. As time passed, the expressive dove began to wonder why love felt so silent. "You never say that you love me," it said one day. "Sometimes I don't know if I really matter to you." The quiet one said nothing. It only looked for a moment and went back to fixing the nest. When winter passed, a new bird arrived, brightly colored, full of charm and music. It sang sweet songs, spoke in compliments, and promised the world. The once happy dove, now unsure of what it had, began to drift. It laughed at the new bird's stories, flew to fields it had never dared explore, and felt a flutter in its heart again. Then, one afternoon, it returned to the nest and said gently, "I'm leaving. The other birds taking me to a place of sunshine, song, and wild flowers. Here, there's only silence." The quiet one looked for a long while and gave no reply. Spring came. While flying with the new bird, a fierce storm rolled across the sky. The wind howled, trees bent, and thunder cracked. In fear, the new bird flew off, leaving the dove alone in the chaos. A strong gust slammed it into a thorny bush. Injured and lost, it lay cold and frightened in the shadows of the forest. As its eyes closed, it heard something, a soft, familiar flutter of wings. The quiet one was there. It had followed all along, from a distance, not to pull the other back, not to prove anything, just to be there, in case it was needed. The quiet dove gently helped the other from the thorns, covered it with its wing, and stayed close all night under the trees. Neither said anything, but in the stillness, everything became clear. At sunrise, the quiet one finally whispered, "I didn't stay because I had nowhere else to go. I stayed because I never wanted to leave." Love doesn't always come wrapped in flowers or painted in bright colors. Sometimes, love is quiet. It doesn't shout or sing. It just stays, steadily, silently, especially when it matters most. We often chase the loudest voice, the flashiest gesture, forgetting that real love is patient. It isn't found in promises, but in presence, not in words, but in what someone is willing to do without needing to be asked. Don't test the love that never left. Don't walk away from someone just because they love you in silence. By the time you realize their quiet was full of care, they may no longer be waiting. Atsuko.